I think that there is part of humanity that needs to know that everybody has gone through something similar. And there's our initial instinct is always to isolate ourselves.
Names are just the start. Behind the name is about the people, purpose, and ideas that bring it to life.
Let's meet Renee Williams, the CEO of the National Center for Victims of Crime.
Hi, Ben. Thanks for having me. As you said, I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the National Center for Victims of Crime. And I'm glad we're here to talk today because the National Center actually has an interesting background in the name. We've changed it. We were founded as the Sonny Volo Victims Advocacy Center. And that was important because Sonny was a very wealthy, very beautiful heiress in the 1980s, and her husband attempted to kill her. And her children at the time took their inheritance and were just so appalled by how they were treated within the justice system that they knew they never wanted another victim to go through that. And as we grew, we changed our name, not to lose that part of Sonny, but to better reflect what we were doing and how large we had become in the field. Our website tries to connect victims to services and specifically to our hotline immediately. We also try to connect anybody who has an impact on a victim throughout the justice system to best training practices and other types of resources.
It's probably a little bit self-explanatory, but being a registrar, we're all about domain names here. So I'm interested to see how you chose .org over some of these other domain names that you might have.
We are a nonprofit and we are a registered 501c3. So most nonprofits are going to go with .org. I think even if we had the choice, we'd be selecting .org because it does signal to the public that you are a nonprofit. And I think it also signals a certain level of trust.
If someone is struggling and finds your website, what is the most important thing that you want them to know?
That they should call our hotline, that our resources are 100% free and 100% confidential, and they will at least get you started in the right place. So the hotline is as simple as somebody calls, they're immediately connected to one of our victim assistance specialists, and they're provided with anything that includes safety planning. All of our individuals are trauma informed, and they are trained to be having these discussions without re-traumatizing the victims themselves.
What kinds of resources or information have made the biggest impact on survivors?
Most of the time, it's oddly emotional support. And that is the feedback we get the most. So you think that they actually need victim compensation. They do. And everybody, victim compensation is hugely important because when you're a crime victim, it's incredibly expensive because you are responsible for all of your bills. So compensation's important, but really at the end of the day, what makes the biggest difference to people is the willingness to listen to them and the emotional empathy that we show.
It's a large emotional toll that it probably takes on you and your team to do this every day and to be in these victims' lives. What keeps you hopeful and motivated to continue this work?
We actually just had a roundtable today with victims of gunshots and homicide family members. And it was to discuss the services they received and other things they thought they needed. But every time a group of victims come together, there's so much healing that happens just for them and the ability to discuss it. And what I love about my job is almost every single person who I've interacted with has said the same thing, which is, I just want to make sure this doesn't happen to somebody else. And it's really a lovely thing to see. So I will say that they absolutely give me hope.
So what's your dream for the future of NCVC?
I would like for us to have private endowments. I would like to see us be about 25% federally funded and 75% privately funded with unrestricted funds, because there are so many projects that we want to do and we're big and we know that they're needed, but we just don't have the cash. So our goal is to be a recognized program that turns out new programs that are actually changing the needle on crime, not just victimization.
Well, Renee, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I do feel better knowing that there are communities out there, that there's systems in place that do help people that are victims of crime. And I really appreciated the interview and even more so appreciated your time.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.